Bruce, is Stephen Curry the best player in basketball?
In basketball right now?
Right now.
No, yesterday,
Yes.
Bruce.
Yes. No, because, see, there was a different question that Max was leading to, and then you just come with a curveball.
Yeah.
But right now,
curveball.
you got to give it to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, curveball. As far as what he's able to do in the time of the year, in the finals,
Yes.
you want your go-to guy to come through for you. That's it in a nutshell. What he did in Game 4 was what solidified this right now as far as him being the best player, as far as I'm concerned. The fact that he's able to go in on the road and have an impact quite like that,
Bruce.
where it allows other guys to settle and just be in their role. That's what he did.
Bruce, so you're putting a heavy emphasis on coming through in the finals like that. Games 2, Games 3, Game 4, where he's coming second half, dropping crazy points, winning the day, right? Like, that's what makes him the best player in basketball now?
Now Max is on his coat.
That's what, for me, that's what makes, because that's where you want it to happen. It doesn't happen for losing teams. I'm not concerned with a guy that was able to go for 40 and they lost. I want that guy that's able to go for 40 in a victory, and not because, we had a large lead. No, it was not an easy path for the Golden State Warriors. The defense, the multiple types of defenses that he saw, you got the reigning defensive player of the year guarding him, and he's able to do that. That takes a special talent to be able to come through when all eyes are on you. We remember back in the day when they were playing Cleveland, and it was the switching. They were searching him out, or on the offensive end, they're switching all over the place and still able to have an impact against him. You didn't see that this year. You saw a more determined individual that was definitely relying on his skill set, and his skill set brought him to the point of now another championship as well as MVP.
Bruce Bowen, 3-time NBA champion, 8-time All-Defensive team member of the NBA, joining us this morning on Keyshawn, JWill, and Max. Bruce, based on Steph Curry's resume, clearly, 4 championships, Finals MVP, All-Star game, you name it all, blah, blah, blah. Where does this put him amongst the top 10 in NBA history?
See, this is where I have the issue, because a lot of people didn't see Wilt Chamberlain play. A lot of people didn't see Bill Russell play. They didn't see that. So it's hard to necessarily put it in that category as far as the history of the game. But I'm going to say this. His era, you have to have him in the top 3 in his era. That's LeBron. That's with those that are still playing the past 10 years, you have to have him in the top 3, because you look at what he was able to do as far as changing the game to now where guys wouldn't take the shot, the three-point shot early in the shot clock. He continued to work on his game where he became a better ball handler because he had the skill set of shooting. But what he has done, now the league is still trying to get the next one. We now have guys jacking up three-point shots because of what Steph and Clay were able to do. But Steph being able to do it at a high clip, that is his forte. I just wish so many more people understood that it's about the FGMs and not the FGAs. Talk to them about that, Jay.
Okay, I see you preaching. Bruce Bowen, 3-time NBA champion, join us here on Keyshawn, JWill, and Max. Bruce, Max, was saying right now he has Steph Curry, number 11. By the way, I love that.
Number 11 for what?
He said number 11 all time. But he said the first guy to go down probably out of the top 10. He said the first guy to go down probably out of the top 10 might be Tim Duncan. When it's all said and done, how do you feel? Don't kill the messenger.
So who are you taking? All right, Bruce, if
messenger.
not Duncan, who are you taking out? Jay's taking Wilt out. Who are you taking out if not Duncan?
Well, I'm not taking Duncan out. That's for damn sure.
Of course you're not.
Look, go ahead, get Wilt out of there then. Get Wilt out. And
Bruce is like, take MJ out. Just leave Duncan alone.
hey, easy now. I didn't say go crazy now, Max. No, but
it's not get hysterical.
It's one of those things. It's one of those things, man, where I just enjoy the fact that he is getting his credit now, because You know, so many people talk about his journey, even in Golden State, with his first extension, when he got, I think, $45 million, and people complained about that. Now, I know JWill and I and Keyshawn, well, Keyshawn would have complained about it, too, because he just wants the damn ball. We all know what that's about. But, you know, I mean, that was a time where they were concerned about his health. Was he durable? He has silenced so many critics in getting back in the lab and working on his game, man.
Bruce, you've been part of a dynasty, clearly, with the San Antonio Spurs winning 3 titles. Where does the Warriors' 4 titles in 8 years fit into the conversation of all-time great dynasties? You could go sports history, or you can go to NBA.
I think sports history, and I'll say sports history from this standpoint, Key, is that they've been able to do it with a variety of guys, but at the same time keeping their core the same as far as Steph, Clay, and Draymond, along with Andre Iguodala. Keeping that core the same, you've been able to have a Harrison Barnes come in and have success. You've had, you know, now look at what Wiggins was able to do. This was a former number 1 pick in the draft. Now, I don't think he should have gone that high, but I think he is a serviceable guy that can fit into that group. They've taken a lot of journeymen, and they've had success there. You look at Livingston at the point guard position. When he was in L.A. before the horrific injury, it was something that you wonder, would Livingston even live up to what he was taught to be? So I look at, from the standpoint of that organization, keeping things going in a variety of ways, that's what it boils down to. And still, again, not a situation where you're saying, they're terrible now because they just fell off. It was due to injury with Clay. And to see Clay come back still in that same core and them having that success, I think it's about the sports journey now and not necessarily just basketball.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN Plus right now.